As the United States national debt continues to soar toward $18 trillion, one state seems to be bucking that trend. The state of Wisconsin finished the year with a $977 million surplus. That's refreshing. That's nearly $1 billion from a state that 3 years ago predicted a $3.5 billion shortfall. So how did they do it, and why aren't the mainstream media reporting it? Let's talk to Governor Scott Walker, who joins us today from Madison. Good morning to you, Governor.
Great to be with you. Congratulations on that award.
Well, thank you very much. It's a real pleasure to be honored by my state. You're honoring your state by, you've got this gigantic, close to $1 billion surplus. First of all, how'd you do it?
Well, for us, it was simple. We put in place common sense reforms, allowed the economy to get better, about $1.5 billion worth of tax relief for the last 3 years, but also reining in frivolous and out-of-control lawsuits and excessive regulations and other things that stood in the way of employers creating more jobs in our state. So we've got more people working, more employers hiring. And the other big thing is personal income is up in our state. That, along with good, prudent fiscal management, has allowed us to create this sizable surplus that we're going to give right back to the people.
Well, see, you want to give it right back, but the other side, people on the left, they say, well, you know, we've got this money right here. Maybe we should spend it.
Yeah. I said, when I go around the state of Wisconsin, even on cold days like today, I got to tell you, I don't hear anybody tell me we want more of our money to stay in Madison, our state capital. In fact, I don't hear people say taxes are too low or even just right. Well, you know, they say if you want to continue the recovery, put more money back in the hands of the hardworking taxpayers.
So let's take a look at your plan. What you would like to do is to reduce property taxes over $400 million, lessen income taxes by $100 million, and $322 million in reduced withholding tax as well. People are going to like that.
Oh, yeah. It puts about $57 back in the hands of everybody's paycheck each month. That's over $520 by the end of the year. You add that along with the property tax relief and the income tax cuts we're talking about. That's real money. And to show that we're being fiscally responsible, we also put about $100 million more into our rainy day fund, which, by the way, is literally with this plan 7 times bigger than it ever was at the height before I took office. So we're covering our future debts. We paid off all our bills. Now we think over $800 million of that should go right back into the hands of the people and the employers that have made this economy improve so much, so it keeps going.
Sure.
Pretty simple concept.
Absolutely. It's a simple concept, and it's a great news story, which perhaps you could explain to me. If it's such a great news story, why haven't we seen the mainstream media cover this? I mean, to have $1 billion surplus, that's gigantic.
Well, particularly in light of what people predicted a few years ago. Remember 3 years ago with all the chaos that was going on in our state capitol, the protesters coming in from around the country, 100,000 strong, trying to recall me about a year and a half ago. All of them said this is going to be a blemish on our record here in Wisconsin. What we found is it took tough decisions, tough, bold decisions, but they paid off. The economy is better. The budget is balanced. Heck, we've got a pension that's the only one fully funded in America. Our pension debt ratio per capita is one of the best in the country. And we've been able to generate a surplus because our economy is working, because our budget measures are working. And now we want to keep it rolling. Sure. Our plan is, if we get it passed, we'll have provided some $2 billion of tax relief. We want more people to grow. We want more people to come to Wisconsin.
Sure. Well, congratulations. You got $1 billion budget surplus, even though a couple of years ago they predicted you were $3 billion short. Meanwhile, the President of the United States, I'm sure you've heard about this, has given his big annual speech, the State of the Union, tomorrow night. Ted Cruz yesterday suggested that the President apologize for Obamacare and other things. Do you have any suggestions what the President should say tomorrow?
Yeah, if he really wants to bring us together, talk about things that Republicans and Democrats can agree on. We've got tremendous opportunities, not only here in our state, but across the country, to put more people to work. But it takes connecting people to the skills, particularly in advanced manufacturing, that are needed to fill those jobs. Stand up and talk about that. Talk about not just programs, but talk about how we need to value our sons and daughters who work as high-skilled welders or fabricators or machinists as much as we do our doctors and lawyers. That would be a message I think would resonate. I don't know if he'll do that, but as a Republican, I certainly would applaud that.
Well, let's tune in tomorrow night and see what he does say, and it'll be right here on Fox. Governor Scott Walker joined us today from Madison. Sir, thank you very much, and congratulations on that big surplus.
Thank you. Great to be with you.
All right.